It's your boy Rassi coming all the way from Langzhou, China, and today we'll be talking drug addiction. This is a topic that's very close to my heart, and it's a topic that most of you have asked me to cover in my next video session. Now, before we go any further, I just want to put it out there that drug addiction is way too big for me to try cover in one video. So in today's session, we'll be talking drug addiction and family. As I said at the beginning of the video, this is a topic that's very close to my heart. I have family members, I have friends, and I know of people who are caught up in addiction. I've seen how addiction has eaten away at their self-confidence, how many people who find themselves in drug addiction don't want to live, feel hopeless. I've seen how drug addiction has broken up families. I've seen how the community struggles with ideas of how can we help young people who are on drugs and how can we understand addiction in itself, right? So this is what we'll be talking about in today's session. Drug addiction is something that affects us all. Nobody in our country, nobody in the world can say drug addiction does not affect them in one way or another. And the problem we face is that government doesn't know what to do. NGOs and NPOs don't have the funds or the resources to try deal with the issue that the community finds. Families are hopeless, have no idea how to deal with it. So I think it's important for us to open up this conversation around drug addiction and how can we deal with it and how does it affect families. So if you have any ideas, if you want to contribute to the conversation, please leave your comments in the comment section. Please make a video, please write something, please do anything within your sphere of influence to try and see how we can deal with this problem that we face, not only as families but as a country and as a global community. Okay, so let's get right into it. First up, I think it's important for us to try deal with some misconceptions around addiction. And the first misconception I want us to deal with is that people who find themselves in drug addiction are people who come from broken homes, who come from abusive families, and who have never had guidance in their life. But the reality of the matter is drug addiction can affect anybody. People who come from loving families, caring families, and families that have shown them and guided them in positive ways, right? So drug addiction does not only affect those who come from poor, broken, abusive families. And don't get me wrong here, right? Of course, there are certain environments, certain families that leave people a little bit more predisposed or more likely to find themselves in addiction. But what I'm trying to get at is that addiction can affect anybody. It doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, it can affect you directly or indirectly. The second misconception I want us to deal with is this idea that people who find themselves addicted to any substance are people who don't have the self-will, self-courage, or want to get out of addiction. This is a myth. This is a lie. I don't believe there's anybody who finds themselves in addiction who doesn't want to come out, because being in a constant state of anxiety, depression, limbo, people looking at you funny, relationships being broken is not a nice place to be. And I don't believe any sane human being would love to be in that position. So this idea that people who are addicted don't want to come out of it and don't have the will and don't care should be dealt with as something that's crazy, something that's not real. People who are addicts most likely want to get out. I just received a call as I was making this video, and the conversation included issues around drug addiction, right? And as I was making this video, I thought I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna start a conversation, I'm gonna bring answers or try to bring answers and stuff like that. But I find myself in a position where I feel like I don't have the answers, right? I've seen how people close to me have struggled with this for the longest of time, and so yeah, I'm just gonna leave this video here as it is and just ask you guys, like, how do we deal with this thing? Because it's a serious problem. It's a serious problem. It's a serious problem for our families. It's a serious problem for the people who are addicted. It's just leaving a lot of people broken. Yeah, as I said, as I'm making this video, sorry, I'll try again tomorrow to make a proper video. But what I'm gonna leave you with you guys for tonight is just keep loving, keep loving those that are close to you and are facing drug addiction. They don't want to be there, they don't enjoy it, it's not a great place to be. But one of the only ways that we can try deal with it is truly to just show them love, in whatever way you know how to show them love. Give them support. Don't shun them. The world has shunned them enough already, and they don't need more people to add on that hate. Yes, they are going to do things that might make you feel disappointed. Yes, they might act in ways that you feel is bringing whatever, whether it's an embarrassment to your family or to you. They are going to act in ways that are self-harming to themselves. But let's love one another. I'm going to leave it here for today, and I'll try and make a more coherent, a video that makes a little bit more sense, rather than what I've shared today. Have a lovely day further, and love you guys. Hello guys, I hope you're all well today, and